Hello, everybody. Welcome to the HeroClix Cafe. Hope everybody had a good 4th, and I hope everybody's ready to try to win some HeroClix tonight. I just got home a little while ago. I've been calling my daughter all day long, since about 11 o'clock. Left her messages, and just I needed to talk to her about something. So just about the time I started, I was ready for the auction. Ready for this to start. Guess who called? So I told her I couldn't talk to her right then. So anyway, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Let me get set up here a little bit. There we go. All right, everything's working tonight. Looks like I'm in Auxit. Looks like we got everything going. I am on right now. I'm live on Facebook in the Rock Facebook page. I'm live on the Lucky Dice Cafe page. I'm also live on YouTube, and I'm live in Auxit. So I'm able to talk to anybody. If you leave a message, if you want to ask me something, if you have any questions about the auction. So I guess I'll start with that. So we are carried over from last week. I know there's some people that are here right now. So my question is, and you can help me out, what were we looking for at the end of last week? We have the bounty going, and I know we had the bounty 1 last week, but then we started a new bounty, and I know I've got a Sheriff Whitechapel here. I know I've got a Famine. I've got a Captain Avalon. I've got one legacy pack unopened. I've got a map from Ultron's Lair. I've also got a complete set of Batman team-ups from JLU. It's every single one of them. And I've got a Vartox, got old school, super rare. All those are part of the bounty. And I know we were looking for something, but I don't remember what the last thing was we were looking for. I guess it doesn't matter. We can start a new one. But I thought we would continue with whatever it was if somebody could remind me and tell me what it was. I don't know if it was Spider-Man or whatever. But anyway, you just say that, Stuntman, but you don't know. I might do something that you can't resist. We were talking about that last week. Stuntman says he's not going to participate until Notorious comes out, which I understand. But I've been talking about doing, for those of you that are here and don't know what the bounty is, we'll set a bounty, and these are all the things I just mentioned are the bounty prizes. If you get a booster in whatever we name them as the bounty, for example, Spider-Man Super Rare, you pull a Spider-Man Super Rare out of your booster, then you get everything that's in the bounty. We had one going last week. Somebody won, I think, on the first 10, and then we set another one, and we have that bounty continuing. So what we do every week, or every time we open another brick, I add some stuff to the bounty, and the bounty keeps growing until somebody does win it. So what I was talking about doing last week was that I was talking about putting something in really, really nice, and I don't know what that is, but say, for example, if I were to throw out a Apocalypse prize figure from X of Swords, which is, a pretty expensive piece, I can make that the bounty. I didn't say that I am, but I'm saying that I will advertise this well beforehand. So in that case, I would probably make the bounty a little bit harder to get. It would be probably a prime or a chase. And if you pull that, then you would get the Apocalypse and all the other stuff too, because we would still be adding everything on. That prize pool could get pretty big, but again, I want time to advertise that. So if anybody, does anybody remember what the prize, what it was last week, what we were doing, last week? What was the last thing that we had for a bounty? Again, if nobody can remember, I will start it Um, I'll start it without. Uh, I'll start it without that. I'll just make up another one. But it'd be nice if somebody can remember. I'd like to continue on from where we are. Doesn't look like anybody's responding, so I guess we're just going to come up with something else. So in the HeroClix world, what's going on with everybody? How many people have participated in states, provinces, and how many people have ones coming up this weekend and next weekend? I know Lucky Dice's is not this weekend, but it's next weekend, and I've of course announced that, but I may be doing something a little special for our states. I'll get that out here over the weekend. Funny thing happened is that the state and province tournaments, the prizes that we sent out, they were 3 different factory sets. So we had Batman Team Up, and we had Avengers Forever, and we had X of Swords. Now, those sets weren't made equal, so to speak, I guess. And so, like, I had to add in some things for, like, Avengers Forever does not have the starter set, doesn't have some of the other things that, say, Batman Forever has. Some of them have team up cards, some of them don't, and so on. So I had to balance them out. So the majority of what we had, quite honestly, was Batman Team Up. Batman Team Up, out of the 60 or so provinces and states that we have, was probably 75 to 80% of what we were going to be seeing out. So more than likely, you were going to see a Batman Team Up. Well, something happened. WizKids asked me to swap out some stuff, and the reason being is that I ended up with, they miscalculated on their end what they thought they had in Batman Team Up, and they have to give out internally things as prizes, and they were short. So I was able to swap out, I think, at 15. I sent them back 15 Batman Team Up, and they've sent me some different factory sets in place of those. And so I got a whole lot more Avengers Forever, which is a good factory set. So we'll be seeing a little bit more of that on the back side. And I've also I ended up giving them as much as I could without changing the balance. But bottom line is Lucky Dice Cafe may be running, and I'm not going to announce it yet, but I've got to count numbers again. But I may run something that is not typical. I may be running a factory set that is not Avengers Forever, is not Batman, and is not X of Swords. I have some other factory sets besides those that I can use. But if I have enough Avengers Forever, enough Batman Team Up, and enough everything, then I'm just going to keep it alone. But I think I'm 1 or 2 short. So we may end up having some unannounced factory sets show up at states and provinces. And I can tell you that these other factory sets are quite good, that everybody's going to get really excited about. Something like maybe an X of Swords storyline factory set, or an not X of Swords, but a Spider-Man Beyond Amazing factory set. And I think you guys know what are in those. So they may pop up. Somebody may be the lucky winner, and a state that doesn't know that they're getting that may end up with one of those. And I may very well run that at Lucky Dice, depending on the count. I got to do a final count. I also know that we screwed up when we had a Batman Team Up that we didn't deliver to somebody that won on Auxit. What had happened is we sent some stuff off to him, and it was a partial. We sent him what we had, and we were waiting for, and we were going to send the Batman Team Up later. And lo and behold, we thought we sent him everything, and we had it marked. We knew that we didn't, but we forgot that we didn't. And bottom line is, we didn't send it to him. So I had to send a Batman Team Up factory set to him also. Not a big deal, but I felt bad about it because I've had it for weeks and could have sent it to him weeks ago. But it's on the way to him. He's happy. And that also went into my Batman Team Up pool. So Anyway, I got to do a final cap to see how many I got. I got plenty of factory sets. That's not an issue there. Got plenty of everything. I just got to figure out what my total is because the intention was to give as many people Batman team ups as I could. Um, I kind of this is the first year that we've really done had this situation when we have run states and provinces in the past. Um, we didn't do factory sets. What we did back then, and everybody was happy with it, was just Chase and Prime sets. So the factory sets have been enabled us to give out even more to everybody, and everybody's been pretty happy with that because you get the Chase and Prime plus all the other stuff. We're able to prize deeper, and I like that. But my point is that all the Chase and Prime sets in the past have been the same. So every venue got the same thing. This is the first year where people, different states, may get different things. The prize package isn't always going to be the same. You might go to states in Arkansas and it might be a Batman team up. You might go to states in New York and it might be Avengers Forever. And then of course we got Extra Swords too. And the other interesting thing is that we told everybody it would be random, but that didn't stop everybody for asking for certain things. And I've had people ask for X of Swords. I've had people ask for Batman team up. But every one of them has got something in it. Got something in it good. So I don't think that I think what Avengers Forever has got Arachnite in it. So I know everybody wants that. And then you've got all the everybody's wanting all of the constructs and stuff that are in Batman Team Up. And then of course you've got not Apocalypse, but you've got all the you've got all the swords, and you've got all the and you've also got Saturday and some other chase sets that are in X of Swords. So every one of them is a little bit different, and I know that some places, some other parts of the world were more interested in certain things than others because maybe they haven't seen Batman team up yet, or they haven't seen X of Swords, and they were real excited about having the opportunity of getting those. So everything's a little bit different depending on what part of the country you're at. So anyway, we're getting close. We got another 10 minutes or so to the auctions end, unless they get extended out. I actually it's kind of funny, but I've been thinking about doing it anyway, but I did it by accident. So one of the boosters, I think I started at maybe $1 or $4 or something when I got up to go to work today and had a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. And I talked to my shipping manager on the phone, my general manager and my shipping manager the same. Talked to them on the phone, and I said, "Hey man, I'm about to leave. I'm about to get there. I got to do this. I got to pick you up. We got to do a couple of errands, and then go back to the store. I'm about to leave." And I hung up with him, and I said, "Oh God, I have not put Oxid up today for the auction tonight." So I did that really, really quick. I haven't had time at all today to advertise it, so this was not posted anywhere on Facebook or any places that I usually post them. So we're just shooting from the hip, hoping everybody got notification of it and are just participating because we know we're here every Thursday. Which is another reason why I didn't have the time to post doing something real spectacular like if I put in an Apocalypse or something like that. I didn't have enough. If I do that, I'm going to advertise it well in advance to create a little bit of excitement. And I might wait till Notorious comes out. I don't know. I might wait and see, add to the excitement and really juice it up and add an extraordinary prize. Don't know yet. But anyway, that's been my day. We've been going strong. The other thing is I've been working a lot late at home. I have at the house, I have my backup HeroClix extras. We have pretty much 6 of everything at the store. Not everything, but most everything. At least the commons and your with your CERs or your revs, however you want to put it. We've got pretty much 6 of everything, that's what we try to shoot for. But I've got backups. I've got tubs of backups. I've got a whole room full of just every set full of extra figures, except for the money figures. And then I've got another room that's full of sealed product here at the house. So I've been working on doing a little bit of reorganization in one of the rooms. And the reason is, if you guys don't know it, I don't mind sharing it. It hasn't been something that I've publicized, but it's certainly something that I haven't hidden either. A buddy of mine, which I think most of you guys know, Patrick, he owns Majestics in California. And he and I were probably the main people that started rock in the very beginning. He was the rock head judge. When WizKids took over, we kind of went down a little bit different paths, but we're still friends and we stay in contact with each other. And but we're also friendly rivals on eBay. He has a store just like mine called Majestics, and I have, of course, Lucky Dice Cafe. And we carry a lot of the same things. We do things a little bit different, but that's what we do. And of course, Pat's store in California has always been primarily HeroClix. I mean, I have a store here in Alabama, of course, and HeroClix is a big part of our business, but we do everything. It's a regular brick and mortar store that we do GW, we do Pokemon, we do Magic, we do everything, and we have big crowds, and of course we play HeroClix too. Pat's store was just HeroClix. I mean, he had a little bit later hours, and people came in there to play, to buy, to trade, to sell, and of course, and he just, everything that he did was dedicated to HeroClix. He did streaming, he did news stuff, and I think he's still planning on doing that. And of course, he's got the Majestics tournament scene that's out there also. All that's still going on, but the news that I was trying to get into is that I bought Pat out. Pat is no longer has an eBay store. I bought all of his stuff, and I had it shipped to me. It's now in Alabama, and it's being delivered to. I told him to wait up on bringing it to me because I'm preparing for it. But I've got, I think, 75 huge boxes of HeroClix singles, some sealed product. Every set, it's basically like I just doubled my inventory that I have on eBay. So I already had $200,000 worth of stuff there, and now I think that I'm probably going to be closer to $350,000 to $400,000 now of stuff online. But I have another, I don't know how many thousands in this room back here. And Pat, he kept extras just like I did. One of the things that we both did was kind of interesting, is that I have a lot of figures that don't have cards, and I have a lot of cards that don't have figures, and I keep up with it on a spreadsheet. Pat did the same thing out there. So every time, it never fails. Every time I buy a collection for somebody, they have some of both. And I'm able to match up a lot of times. Somebody might send me a Galactus, and I actually have a Galactus card, and so then it ends up getting listed. So we both did that, and I'm getting his big box or boxes of HeroClix without cards, and his cards that don't have HeroClix, and I'm very interested to see how those mesh. I think that I'll end up getting quite a bit of stuff out of there, and it's crazy, some of the stuff that I've got that I don't have cards for. I've got Ultra Chases, I've got Zombie Chases, I've got, I know, 2 Galactuses. I've got, and when I'm talking about Galactuses, I'm going back to Galactic Guardians. I've got a lot of different things, stuff that just, I shake my head when I get there. I've got 3 Avenger Prime cards, but no Avenger Primes. I've got a Sentry Void with no card. I've got just a bunch of different things, but I hold on to them because, like I said, every time I get a collection, I do match up some, and we end up being able to list some. I just did that. I had I don't know, I probably ended up with like 30 to 40 HeroClix that I was able to match up on this last collection that I took in, um, and was able to list them. So it happens. Um, I also am very interested to see some of the oddball stuff he has. A lot of things sell that, a lot of people talk about old HeroClix and they don't realize some of this stuff, some of the old stuff sells just like the new stuff. Um, but I loved the oddball stuff that's not a lot of. Um, like you'll run into HorrorClix, you'll run into Street Fighter, Halo sells really well, Lord of the Rings. Just today, I bought this. The guy brought this into me. This guy came from the UK, and he used to play HeroClix and he quit. And I bought this. I'm gonna be listing it later on the night. But I got a Cthulhu in the box, never used, never opened. The box is not in the best of shape, but inside the Cthulhu is still nothing's been used. It's got everything. It's brand new inside. For those that don't know what this is a HorrorClix, and it's one of the rare things to come across in the world of HeroClix. And they produce this. It's a convention exclusive, and it goes for right around $400, 4 to 5. Looks like our auctions have ended. We have a lot of had a lot of bids. I don't think this is our best night by far, but it's a good night. So it's time to crack some stuff open. I got a case. Let me move this down. I don't want to knock Cthulhu over. And we'll start opening up boosters. Can everybody hear me okay? Because I'm not seeing any activity. Nobody's talking to me. So I'd like somebody out there in the cafe or wherever to give me a shout out at least. Just say, hey, I hear you. Because all right, cool. Thanks so much for that. And I think you were here last week. So do you remember what the bounty figure was? Anybody that was here last week, do you remember what we ended with? Good. Do we need to create a brand new bounty figure, or does anybody remember? So I'm good either way. Super Adaptoid. No, I think that we did have a hammer, but I think Super Adaptoid is what the last one I let. Can't remember who won it. It was Dan, I think, but he won the bounty. And what I've been doing, or what I started doing, is letting whoever wins the bounty pick the next bounty figure, and he picked Super Adaptoid, which is cool. So we'll stick with that. Let's go with Super Adaptoid. Again, I showed earlier what all the stuff we've already got. We're adding in another legacy card. And let's see what else can we add. I see something right off the bat I want to add. We're going to add in another legacy card. This is Dr. Doom. We'll add that in to the bounty prizes. And let's add in let's do that one. That actually shouldn't be here. I don't know why that's there. That was a Star-Lord chase. Oh, how about this one? Nightwing and Batgirl. We'll add that in. That's actually an LE. Came from Batman, but it's a cool LE. It's a dual bed. It's a dual. You got two figures on there. I think it's one of the better looking clicks. So we'll add that in there, and now we'll go with that. We'll leave it there. We'll add something in again after this brick if nobody went. We'll add something in anyway. All right, so we're looking for Super Adaptoid. And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we've been getting off our stuff a little bit quicker. So if you guys make sure you guys pay tonight for your boosters, and we should be able. We're really caught up right now. For unbelievably, we were way behind for a while in shipping, but we have caught up. We've been pressing to get caught up because of we have all that stuff coming in. So where's my pen? Where's my pen? Where's my marker? Let me get my marker. You know what? I stole my marker last night back in the room. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I just need to go get my Sharpie so I can mark these boxes. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I told you I've been working on the room in there, and I used the Sharpie to mark on some stuff where we're doing some organization. All right, so let's get this thing going. We'll start off with booster number 1. Okay. Don't see anything extraordinarily special there. We got Screaming Mimi rare, Luke Cage uncommon, Vision common, Iron Man common, Winter Soldier common. Again, guys, if you guys got questions relating to the auction, or if you just want to scream you won, or whatever you want to do, just shout out. I'll answer you as I see the stuff come up, and I'm more than glad to answer any questions. I know most of the answers, HeroClix wise, and even with what's going on, but I don't know everything. But I'm more than glad to answer any questions you got. So that was number 1. Let's go to number 2. Number 2. Well, this looks like a booster that I pulled one time in a seal tournament. It's a good booster to play. Value wise, it's okay. You got an Ultron rare, a uncommon Thanos, uncommon Jocasta, Jessica Jones, and Hydra Agent commons. That was booster number 2. Seems like booster 2 won the bounty last week. I'm not for sure, but I feel like booster number 2 was the winner. All right, so number 3. What's up, Dave? How you doing? All right, booster number 3. We have Captain America Rare Prime. So that's our first Prime that we got. All right. Scarlet Witch Uncommon, Stinger Common, Hydra Agent Common, Bowman Common. So that's our first Prime. I think everybody wants the Hulk Prime, but Captain America ain't bad. Who won that booster? Number 3. Who won the booster number 4? And we got... We do have, I think, our first super rare. We've got Clea, Sorcerer Supreme, Scarlet Witch Uncommon, Ultron Drone Common, Spider-Man Common, Black Panther Common. So that's our first super rare of the night. Again, we are looking for Super Adaptoid to win the bounty prizes. And we're always looking for chases. Always looking for primes. Even if you don't need it, you're still looking for it. All right, here we go with cool, man. So you were number 3. That's cool. All right, so we're going to number 5. Number 5, Tactical Force Rare, Red She-Hulk Uncommon, Bats Common, Ant-Man Common, Monica Chang. So you would think I would know this answer that I'm about to ask, but I don't because I've been so enwrapped in it. But I want to know the answer. When is the release of Notorious? How far away are we? Anybody know? That's something that I should know, but I just haven't been able to follow up and look at it. And I've ordered for it. You think I would know just from ordering? I've got everything, but I don't remember the release date. Going to number 6. Number 6. Just quarter 3. Well, we're in quarter 3, so that could be any day. I'll look it up and see what the release date is later on. I just need to know because I always do pre-sales, and I need to know when the date is. Plus, we do the pre-release, or we do the release auction that night too. War Machine Rare, Leader Uncommon, Grandmaster Uncommon, Iron Man, Captain America Common. Still looking for our first chase. Still looking for a Super Adaptoid. Bounty pool is growing. Going on to number 7. Number 7. Looks like we get another super rare. Still not the one we're looking for. We have Morgan Le Fay, Hulk Rare, Luke Cage Uncommon, Black Widow Winter Soldier Common. Not a bad booster. So it was lucky number 7 today. All right, number 8. Number 8. Okay. I think who's got 8? Somebody speak up. Who's got number 8? Number 8's going to be happy. If you tell me who you are, I'll tell you why you're going to be happy. Who has number 8? All right. Well, you've got a Dark Phoenix Chase. Not bad. You also got a Quasar Rare, Korvac Uncommon, Ultron Drone Common, Stinger Common. Congrats. That's a good pool. That's the best pool tonight so far. So far. Number 9. Did you need a Dark Phoenix, or is that another one for you? Number 9. Second one. There you go. Got both of them here on auction. Can't beat that. Number 9. Got another super rare. This one is Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been our bounty figure a few times, but not tonight. So Spider-Man, Doctor Strange Rare, Hellcat Uncommon, Captain Marvel, and Black Widow Commons. I think this Spider-Man's pretty darn good. My son, we were playing in the release day, and he pulled a Spider-Man, and everybody knows he's already a great player, but you give him Spider-Man and he had some other stuff, it was just redunculous. All right, so number 10, this is the last one in this first brick, and we got nothing special, but we do have a Rare Falcon, Misty Knight Uncommon, Spider-Man Robot, Captain Marvel and Captain America commons. So my shipping manager has been shipping these things out. He's been leaving the boosters intact and putting them in, putting them into a padded envelope. And I have stopped him from doing that. So you're no longer going to get them like that. I had one guy complain about him getting a little mashed, and fortunately it wasn't that bad. But we're not doing that anymore. So should have never done that. That's not really something he doesn't know any better. He's not a HeroClix player, but he's a good employee, good manager, and starting tomorrow, you won't see anything like that again. All right, so we're going into the next brick. I don't mind admitting when we make a mistake, and when we do make a mistake or we do make an error, we always fix it. We always make people happy. I get frustrated sometimes with people. They give me a bad review, or they are upset about something, and most of the time that happens, they never gave me a chance to fix their problem. If you give me a chance to fix your problem, usually I'm going to make it in your favor. I mean, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Things happen. We miss things sometimes. 11, 12. But if it happens, if I'm late, if I screw up, if I don't ship something, if something breaks, I'm usually going to make it up to you. I'm going to make it right. But you got to give me a chance to do that. All right, that's the last two there. All right, so again, we're going to add some stuff in. I see something I want to add just because. We're reaching our bucket right here, and I'm gonna give you a HeroClix weapon if you win the bounty. So you can fight with people if you need to, and defend yourself and defend your HeroClix. One of the best weapons in the game, if I can find the card. There we go. Modam. This is one that you could tell was in the booster before you even opened it. But this big old gal, like I said, you take this and you can throw it at somebody and knock them out. You can put it. You can punch somebody and hold on to it. She is a weapon. MODOK is too, but this is a weapon right here. So it's actually not a bad figure to play with. But if you need some help at a HeroClix tournament, always keep this around. You can intimidate your guy across the table and tell him you're going to punch him with the modem. So anyways, we're going to add that in there. We'll add, all right, that goes in the pile. Let's reach over here and see what else we got. Let's add in Martian Manhunter team-up cards. And I think I got a whole set. So Martian Manhunter, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got all 9 Martian Manhunter team-up cards. We'll add that in there. And let me find another legacy card. I see one right there. We'll grab it. We'll add in Airwalker. Okay, so the bounty grows. So we're still looking for Super Adaptoid. And let's see what happens. So this is going to be number 11. Pretty ordinary looking. We got Quasar Rare, Misty Knight, and Hellcat Uncommon, Vision, and Stinger Commons. So nothing great there. Number 11. All right, we go on to number 12. Again, I mentioned early, guys, I want to try to ship tomorrow. So if you guys, when this is over, please pay for your boosters, and we'll try to get them out tomorrow. So we're trying to speed up the process and get these things out to you a little bit earlier. All right, so this is number 12 because I got onto my shipping manager a little bit. I told him I had to sit down and he does a great job, but I told him we have to do what we got to do to get these things out. If we have to stay late, I'll make it up to you and give you a half a day off later in the week or whatever, but we have to stay and get things out, people. We have to take care of our customers. And so he got the point, and we have been getting things out faster on Auxit, on Whatnot, on eBay, and anything that's bought in the store. So we're doing better, and I hope you guys see a difference. Not that we were terrible before, but it's just not what I wanted. I like to get things out fast. I like to take care of you guys. Screaming Mimi rare, Beyonder uncommon, Bats common, Captain Marvel common, Winter Soldier common. And, we basically we'll do what it takes. I've also added in a quality control. I've taken a person, I wasn't happy with some of the mistakes that we were making, specifically on eBay. And so now I've added in a person that's checking all the orders and immediately writing things that where things are wrong. Like sometimes we have stuff that's out of stock. And we've been giving everybody refunds, but eBay is very poor on how that message gets delivered to the customer. So wasn't happy with that, and we've added in another step, another little process. I have somebody that goes and checks all the orders, makes sure that everything is there. I just want to improve. I want to be better. I don't like there's things that were happening that I felt like shouldn't be happening, and I'm trying to correct them. All right, so now we're going on to 13. Still looking for Super Adaptoid to win all the bounty prizes. I've been doing this for a long time. I even used to have another eBay store years ago called CNS. So I've been doing this 15, 20 years. I don't even know how long anymore, but I've been doing it for a long time. Black Panther uncommon, Monica Chain common, Ultron common, Hulk uncommon, and Falcon rare. And I used to do everything myself at one time, way back when. And then my wife, who I lost, she and I did this together, and she did a lot of the packing and shipping and answering people, and she did a lot of the listing, and then I chipped in also. But she knew this stuff well. So the point is that we did a lot of this stuff on our own. That was booster 14. Nope, what was that? I've got lost track. Talking too much. It had to be 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm off somewhere. This is 13, isn't it? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so the one before that was 12. Yep, this is 13. All right, I'm back with you. I wrote 13 on the thing. So this is 13. So anyway, when I lost her, a lot of things fell back onto me. I had to do everything that she was doing and everything that I was doing, and that was a lot. So I've had to bring in other people, and I've had to learn to let go a little bit and trust other people to do things, which is tough sometimes because I'm used to doing things on my own. And when I say me, my wife was the one person in the world that I knew that I could depend on without a shadow of doubt would do things the right way, that I just knew she would take care of things. I have done in my life too much micromanaging. I still do some, but with her I didn't have to. And when I did try to micromanage her, she let me know. She didn't like to be micromanaged. Because she had a good sense of things, so she would quickly let me know that I needed to shut up. Anyway, Ultron rare, Thanos uncommon, Jessica Jones common, Ant-Man common, Hydra Agent common. She was a smart woman. Very smart woman. That was 14. Going on to number 15. All right, still haven't got that real good booster in here. Looking for a prime chase, and this is a super rare here. We got Moonstone. We got Hulk rare, Leader uncommon, Vision Black Widow common. Looking for another chase, looking for another prime, and we're still looking for Super Adaptoid, so somebody can win all the bounty prizes. So that was 16, no 15. Yeah, 15. Going on to 16. I always was the guy that was out front and talking and selling and dealing with people, and my wife was always the person that was doing all the stuff behind the scenes and making sure everything was taken care of. So, and the thing is that she liked doing that, and I liked doing the other, and it just kind of balanced each other out. But we were both capable of doing the other when we needed to. All right, so we got Star Brand rather, super rare, War Machine rare, Grandmaster uncommon, Spider-Man robot common, Iron Man common. So when you lose somebody like that, it's a big void in your life in many different ways. And I still miss her like hell every day. And I'm pretty sure I always will. That was 16. But it's the void in your life. For me at least, it wasn't just the void, the loss of having your best friend, your love, your wife, all those things she was to me, but she was also my business partner, and we just we really worked as a team. We were just hell on wheels as a team, somebody said to us, because we complemented each other really well. All right, so what we got here? We got an Iron Man rare, Grandmaster uncommon, Bats common, Ant-Man common, and Bowman. You know, we don't always have to do Avengers 60 either. I mean, I've been doing it back to back to back, but I may go back and I may go to Spider-Man. I may go to an older set, do a cheaper one, just to mix it up and keep things fresh. So look for me to do a little bit of that before long too. So that's 17. I like pulling some of the old stuff and just starting and doing it real low. So here we go to number 18. Still looking for Super Adaptoid. Still looking for our first chase and first prime in this one. Usually we don't have. Usually we most of the bricks I've been getting when I've got a prime or a chase in one, I've got another one in the other. So I hope that happens tonight. Abomination rare, Jocasta uncommon, Misty Knight uncommon, Captain America, Monica Chain common. And we've had people win on number 20, so that it could still happen. I know we've won the bounty on 20. I know that we pulled chases on 20, so you never know. All right, so that was 18. Let's move on to 19. Yeah. The one I just did had Iron Man Prime. Did I miss that? Let's go back and look. It did. I just saw Iron Man, but that was Iron Man Prime. My bad, man. So that was a good, number 17 was a good booster. I sometimes miss the Prime. But yeah, that was a good, so we did get a Prime. All right, so now we're, nope, not what I thought it was. Thought it had a Super Adaptoid for a minute. So we got Black Panther common, Winter Soldier common, Captain Marvel common, Hellcat uncommon, and Militant. I don't know the pose that Militant was in. I thought for a second that was Super Adaptoid. All right, so that was 19. We got one more. We got one more shot at a chase. we're not going to get a prime, or at least we shouldn't get a prime. We got one more chance at a chase, one more chance at the bounty prize coming up on number 20. So maybe somebody will. That was for J Major. All right, so let's go to number 20. Now, Dan, is it D Block? Is that Dan? The D for Dan? Number 20. Let's see if we got lucky in number 20. Well, see now if we would have, if we would have stuck with the hammer, then somebody would have won right here. Anyways, D Block won some good stuff last week. Okay. Well, D Block won the. I think it was on booster number 2. And you paid $31 for that particular booster, which was pretty high, but you knew exactly what you were doing, and he put all of his money on booster number 2, and he pulled the chase, so he worked out really good. All right, so we got Hammer, super rare, Doctor Strange rare, the Beyonder uncommon, Jessica Jones and Bowman common. And we did not pull the bounty piece tonight. So what that means is that next week the bounty is starting off really, really, really big, and I will add more to it. So it's going to be, the bounty next week is going to be good. It's already good. It's just going to be better. I think I just lost my marker. Oh. Well, that sucks. I'll find it in a minute. Anyway, guys, next week I will advertise this a little bit better, get a little bit more ahead of the game, and I'll make sure and add even some better stuff than what I've been adding in next week. And let's make it a really good bounty and get everybody involved. Probably do Avengers again, but I may go back to Spider-Man. Would you like to see something different than Avengers 60, or do you want to? Well, of course, if I switch from Avengers 60, we got to change the bounty. So I'm going to ask, there's not that many people in the room, but I will ask you guys, would you like to do Avengers 60 or something else? And if it is something else, what would that something else be? Now, I know who this guy is. How you doing, Jonathan? I can do whatever, man. I just have to order it and everything. Just Some Coffee is one of our local players. One of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet in your life. And a good guy to know. So if you ever come to Lucky Dice Cafe, reach out to Just Some Coffee. Which, by the way, we have revamped our coffee in the store, Jonathan. I retrained all my employees. We changed the menu a little bit, simplified it. We used to have a barista that would work at the store, and she came back and helped me, and we redid the menu and we trained some people. We've made some changes at the store. I'm sure you've heard of some of them. If not, I will enlighten you. Next time we have a chance to talk. So anyway, nobody's saying anything. So again, one last time, would you like to see Avengers 60 or would you like to change? If you just type Avengers 60 if you want to keep Avengers 60. If you want change, just type change. They're all good. I mean, it's all good. I mean, Avengers 60. We always focus on the latest because that's what everybody is looking at. But I don't mind. I mean, I can go all the way back to non-carded sets if I needed to. I mean, I got a little bit of everything. But I mean, just about all the modern sets can be ordered. I could do X of Swords. I could do. I could go back to Spider-Man. I could do Avengers 60. We could go Fantastic Four Foundation, Avengers Forever, anything that you guys want to do, I can get. Just tell me what you want to do. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll on Facebook and ask everybody. But I like the people that are participating here to be the ones that had the most input. Disney Plus. Um, I could do a Disney Plus. I mean, I can. That's still accessible if you guys want me to go back and do Disney Plus. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a lot. I mean, there's some good stuff in there. You got um, Scarlet Witch and Sicarian Iron Man that are still very meta that everybody wants. All right, Chris is about to give us some input. Tell me what you want. I just like to mix it up. I don't want us to get. I want to keep it exciting and fresh. I don't. Avengers 60 is good, but it's not. It doesn't have to be Avengers 60. It can be whatever we want it to be. I feel like I'm being what's his name, the painter. This is your painting, and you can paint whatever tree that you want, and what that tree can be whatever color you want. Just picture it in your head and draw it the way you want to. If you want that to be a tall tree, make it tall, and don't worry about messing it up. So this auction can be whatever you want it to be. You can pick whatever booster set whatever set that you want. It will be, and we will make it just for you. If you want to have a lot of boosters or a little boost. Anyway, yeah, all right. Disney Plus. I'll get some Disney Plus in next week. I'll order some on Monday, Tuesday. We'll get some in, and we'll do Disney Plus. And we will, of course, have to change. Let's see. D Block, are you still here? D Block 501, are you still here? You are still here. So, since you picked Super Adaptoid and you were the winner of uh, our last bounty, what would you like the bounty to be uh, in Disney Plus? I'd suggest pulling a super rare, any super rare you want. Um, Chases and primes are a little difficult sometimes, but pick a super rare and we will make that our bounty next week and I will post it. So what would you like? Hydra Stomper? That's fine with me. The first Hydra Stomper next week will win the bounty. Will be the bounty and will win the bounty prizes. Okay, it's set in stone. The only way, which I don't think this is a problem, the only way it will not be Disney Plus is if for some reason the distributors do not have Disney Plus. But last time I ordered, there was plenty. So that's what we'll do. Hydra Stomper will be it. Disney Plus will be it. And we'll give it a shot next week. And I hope to see everybody there. I had a good time. I hope you guys did. I like talking about HeroClix. I like talking about life and everything else. So anytime you guys have, yep, we'll see you next weekend, bud. Anytime you guys have questions or want to, or anything, just ask away. I'm more than glad to always chime in and give information. And I am privy, just so you guys, just to make this clear, I'm privy to a lot of information that your general public does not have because of my relationship with WizKids and other places. So if you're always wondering about something, there's a good chance I may know. Oh, that's I noticed D Block. I was like, where in the hell is D Block? I was counting. So I knew. I noticed you weren't here. I did a mental roll call and I knew you weren't here. Yeah, and Chris, it's on YouTube. It's recording. Just go to YouTube and watch it. It's Lucky Dice Cafe's channel. And also, if you go onto Facebook, I believe you can watch them there also. It's on Facebook, Lucky Dice Cafe, Facebook on The Rock. Just click it and watch. But yeah, you can watch it in any one of those places. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I've got to go call my daughter, who called me right before I started this after waiting all day for her to call. I need to talk to her about some stuff. And you guys have a good night.